So shark is not your spirit animal.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I'm not, I don't really like blood, But yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't have a lot of teeth.
Do you swim as fast?
I hope so. If I ever encounter one. What's going on, everyone? John here, back again with another episode of my new show, Real Talk. I debuted this show about 2 weeks ago, and it's literally just me and a guest, and we sit down, we have a conversation. I interview them, trying to find out, how they got started with YouTube, because there's going to be a lot of YouTubers on here. Just, their love of movies, just anything, we just go how the conversation takes us, and, obviously I asked them, a little bit about themselves and stuff like that, because we in this community, I love this community that we're in, but I feel like we don't really know each other a lot. We just, we collab and stuff like that. We support each other. We watch our videos. But, I was like, who is Zach Pope? Who is Jared Buckendahl? Who is, this week we have Rama Screen, Rama from Rama Screen. So I just kind of wanted to do a show, interview style, getting to know each other a little bit better for our fans as well and for the community. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I know I am enjoying interviewing these people. I've been having a blast. And this week is no different. As soon as this video starts, me and Rama are starting with laughs and stuff like that, and it's just throughout the interview we go into everything. Like I said, how he got started with YouTube, his love of movies. We go into the whole James Gunn debate. We talk about that. We just have an overall fun time, and hopefully that's what you guys have a fun time learning about, a little bit about me too as well, and about Rama. So without further ado, here's the interview with me and Rama. You're gonna deal with the headphones? Oh. No, it's all good, man. It gives you a good look.
Alright, listen up.
It gives you a cool, okay, why does Rama have headphones?
I'm a DJ.
Yeah, DJ. Alright, guys, we're gonna announce Rama's
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. We should just already start, man. Alright, guys, this is my guest, Rama from Rama Screen on the Real Talk. DJ Rama. That's a good name too. DJ Rama. There you go, man.
There you go.
There you have it. But yeah, guys, like I've been doing with the show, my new show, Real Talk, just having a guest coming on here, having conversation. That way you guys can get to know the person a little bit more about me too, and kind of just hang out,
Yes.
And Rama, I'm pretty sure you guys seen him on my channel and on his channel. I've been on his. We've done a lot of collabs before.
Yes.
And I just wanted to thank you again for letting me be part of your plus ones and some screenings and stuff like that. I've experienced a lot of cool things because of you, man. So I got to thank you for that.
Well, thank you for being Rama Screen patron.
Yeah,
your continued support has pretty much helped me do what I do. So I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. No, so after we had a nice little breakfast,
yes.
Rama, did you how was your ride over here? Because I know there's a fire somewhere here in Southern California.
Yeah.
Like, how did you think we're gonna die or something?
Dude, the fire was away from where I lived. Unfortunately, yes, good thing. But I feel for the guys, of course. If you guys are affected out there, please stay safe.
Yeah.
But the traffic going here in the morning is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The traffic going there in the morning, from here to LA, because everybody's commuting to work. That's hellish.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad to be where I am. Living in San Gabriel Valley, not too far from LA, about 30 minutes away from LA, without traffic. If with traffic, it's about 3 days away.
Jesus, with traffic, we have to have food supplies. The way to go to the restroom.
Bring up a tent.
Bring up a tent too. Camping out. The traffic's real horrible. Just cover your tent.
So thank you for having me on the show, man.
Oh, no worries, man. No worries.
This is a good setup. I like it.
Yeah, I thought I was like, what? For the people here in Southern California, because there's quite a few people, and I'm excited to try to have them on. I want to bring them over here and kind of have face to face, because I feel like when you do interviews, it's way more connective when you're with a guest face to face. Google Hangouts is fine too, but I think for those people like there's Griffin from Members Movies, Jordan from Room 666, Amy for the movie checklist, and maybe Anthony from Silver Screen Analysis. Like, hey man, I'll pay you $50 for that drive because he's over there in San Diego, so it's a pretty long drive. So.
And I like this whole table setup. Like I said earlier, we can do a drinking game,
we can do an arm wrestling contest, do all sorts of things, man. Cards. We won't go into the drugs, the thing we're talking about, but that's kind of, I don't want to get demonetized, even though I'm not monetized yet.
But no, I love it. I just want to say I love it.
Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I kind of wanted to do something new. I've been kind of away from YouTube, so what kind of content would I like to watch? And I figured, we have such a great community in YouTube. fellow YouTubers like us. And I was like, you know what? I want to get to know them. You know, I want to get to know them and for their audience and my audience too, to kind of see a little bit more personality of them. Okay, cool. Like, you know, what got them started, you know, with YouTube. I'm pretty sure we already... Rama's actually been in one of my podcasts where we kind of go through that.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
You were on my Fellow Geeks as well.
Oh, yeah. Fellow Geeks was a great segment.
And I think this one's the Real Talk with A, right?
Yeah, the real talk spelled the real way. The right way. R-E-A-L. And I was thinking of the name for the show, too. I was like, what can I name it? I was like, well, it's good. I thought of... what was it that I thought of? Up Close and Personal. But I feel like that was a show before.
That's also a movie by Robert Redford.
Oh, really? Up Close and Personal? Damn. Was it really Up Close and Personal? Or?
I think, he was on our face the whole time. Just kidding.
Nudity and all that stuff? Full frontal? Jesus. He retired, though, right?
Yeah, he's retired.
He retired, which is bummed out. Like, he was just... Oh, I won't mention that. It's kind of... We'll mention him in Entertainment Wars episode 2. Yeah. Zach and Cody are in charge of that. But he comes up in that, so... It's kind of bittersweet to see him retire. Do you know his last film?
It makes sense. His last one is coming up. The Old Man and the Gun, I believe what it's called. Yeah.
Ooh, so he's probably going to go out with a bang.
Maybe, yeah.
Metaphorically. Not, hopefully, he doesn't die in the movie, but...
So, but I understand, he's in his twilight years. Sean Connery retired. Gene Hackman retired. Yeah. So I think Jack Nicholson's all pretty much retired too. We haven't seen him in years.
Some of the greats, man.
Yeah, so they just want to enjoy their money and Social Security. I totally get it.
Since they're up there in age,
Yeah. So I, if I were him, I would probably do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless there's that one last meaty role.
Yeah, because I feel like those actors that you mentioned, they've done already like a lot of work, different characters.
So many Oscars.
So many Oscars as well. So I'm like... After that, when you become an actor, it's like, okay, well, what's left?
Yeah, there's nothing to prove anymore.
Yeah,
you don't have to prove. You don't have to climb any ladder anymore.
Yeah,
you don't have to compete with anybody because everybody's already reveres you.
Yeah. So it's better to go on top than oh man, he's been doing a lot of shit movies.
Yeah. He even did a Marvel movie, Captain
America, the Winter Soldier. I was going to say Captain Underpants for some reason. A way different movie, but
maybe he's in that too. I don't know.
The Winter Soldier, which was great, man.
Yeah,
it was a fantastic film.
He was a great villain.
Yeah, he definitely, even when he's up there in age, he definitely felt like that he's menacing and he could do some stuff to you.
Exactly. So good for him. I would say you deserve it, sir, Mr. Robert Redford.
Definitely. Hats off to you. But since we're kind of already talking about comic book films and stuff like that, you're kind of coming off a Comic-Con, right?
Yes.
You're just coming back. So is this like your 4th, 5th Comic-Con, or like what number of Comic-Con is that?
I started in 2008 summer, so it's been my 10th year now.
Oh, man, 10 years already.
10 years already. Wow. So hopefully here's to
10 more.
10 more years to come.
Where's my whiskey?
Yes. Let's celebrate this thing.
Yeah.
Now, like every Comic-Con, every summer, you come in hyped up. Yeah. Oh my God, it's gonna be a great weekend.
Yeah.
But by Sunday, you're just exhausted.
I heard of this thing called the comic flu or comic bug or something. Because you're around so many nerds.
Yes.
Some of us don't know how to shower.
Yeah.
So
a lot of BO.
How's the restrooms?
The restrooms okay for the most part, because I think the workers. Their shift gets usually it's probably by half hour. Yeah. It's like by 15 minutes there'll be there's somebody cleaning it. Yeah. So that's okay.
Okay.
But like you said, it's a petri dish.
Yeah.
Because you never know what stuff you might catch.
And also there's a bunch of international visitors as well, right? So it's like a bunch of people. So it's like, man, like
so many.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of press rooms. I do a lot of interviews. So that's why I have my toothbrush with me all the time, because in between. Press lines or red carpet interviews, I'd have to make sure my breath.
Real quick, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be remembered as that one guy. Like, man, he had a horrible breath.
That would be horrible because the publicists remember.
Yeah.
They would put you in the back of the line or something like that. So I got my deodorant, cologne, and I got extra shirts in my backpack.
That's cool.
Just in case, I start to smell funky.
So you're prepared.
Yeah.
You come loaded.
Some people are not.
Yeah.
And that's when it sucks. It's like you got to sit with them or stand in line with them. It's like, oh.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, yeah. So, but it's a mecca for geekdom. It's Super Bowl for the nerds.
Yeah.
There's no other way to describe it, but it's a great gathering.
All those trailers and stuff like that, movie news and announcements.
Yes, I mostly do TV stuff over there.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the movies because the movies.
Not yet.
Yeah, the lines are long. The
Yeah,
lines
I bet.
for Aquaman.
For Hall H, right?
Yeah, for the Hall H.
You gotta basically like camp out there like a month before.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, nah, I'll just do the TV interviews. But yeah, the trailers were great. Glass, Aquaman. What else came out?
Shazam.
Yeah,
Godzilla.
I think the Predator came out. A new one.
Yeah, a new one came out. I think.
So those are always appealing.
Yeah.
You know, every Comic-Con trailer reactions.
Yeah.
You see all the YouTubers like. Oh,
Zach did a great one for Shazam.
Yeah.
We talked about it in one of the previous episodes. And I finally got to see it. He's just such a genuine reaction out of him, and like I was like, man, you know what? If I reacted genuinely to every trailer, I think I'd do trailer reactions. But that's why I don't, because like I feel like sometimes I'm just like, and that's me.
Yeah, that's me too.
But there's people that are you know when even when you go to see a movie at the theaters, people are vocal, more expressive in their reactions. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's good. You know, that's their thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard though. Anthony told me that it got many of the trailer reactions got flagged because you put footage in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So it's been problematic to a lot of YouTubers lately. It's like,
Yeah.
well, then why am I doing trailer reactions if I'm not if I'm gonna get flagged anyway? So.
Yeah.
But but anyway, Comic-Con's fun, and the weekend after that was Midsummer Scream.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Halloween in summer event.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that. Yeah.
So that was fun too, but it was kind of like you just had Comic-Con, and then you have another thing.
Yeah.
So now this weekend I don't have anything, so I can just rest.
Rest.
So
cool.
finally,
And just relax, get charged up for the upcoming events and stuff. You said there was like 12 movies, right, coming out this weekend?
Oh, 12 movies.
A lot of press junkets, a lot of screenings.
A lot of screenings at least. The junkets I had this week is only one. The package for the Netflix movie. Yeah. So
that's right. Yeah, I think
I'll post that interview. I think on Friday. You'll see it.
Yeah.
It's
so
funny.
so give me a week. Like, what's it like being Rama in like a week, a busy week?
Yes.
Like, what do you do? Like screenings, interviews. Like, tell me about it.
Screenings usually happen in the evenings. From either 5 p.m. screenings or 7 p.m. screenings. In the daytimes, it's me just blogging whatever's on the wire or in the news.
Yeah.
I blog them, and then in the afternoon I do reviews because I don't have box lighting, so I depend on my sunlight, natural light.
Oh wow, that's right.
So I do my taping of my reviews in the afternoons.
Yeah.
So and then I upload them, edit it, and then I go to screenings. That's basically my days. Regularly.
That's cool, man. That sounds like the life, man. Like you don't gotta worry about work or anything. Like just I want to do this, my YouTube channel, and that's cool, man.
Well, I'm still struggling, but yeah.
No, there's always that struggle, man.
Thank you.
Sounds cool, man. But for those of you, for those of the viewers who haven't listened to the episode, a lot of people prefer to see video.
Yes.
Tell me about you, Rama. Where are you from? How'd you get over here and stuff like that?
Cool. Yeah, I came from Indonesia, a planet next to Jupiter.
I was thinking about a joke to say about that. I was like,
So I've been here about, next year is 20 years, 1999.
Really?
So
I've
been here 20 years.
Man.
I'll have to buy myself a cake.
Yeah. I'll buy you a cake made of whiskey, and we'll celebrate with that.
Yes, right here in the table.
Yeah, right here, man.
And I got my citizenship this past spring, so it's been really fun. I mean I love this country. It's like my second home now.
Do you know the anthem, the national anthem?
Yes, I think America. Fuck yeah! That's the one, right?
Yeah, that's the one, man. Apparently now.
That's the one everybody knows.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on the sequel for that.
Yeah.
Never mind, man. Team America. Trump's America.
Yeah. It's like the perfect time for such a sequel to arrive.
Exactly.
You would think that they would make it.
Yeah.
Because the first movie was about King Jong-il.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not
his
King
predecessor.
Jong-un.
We got Trump in there.
Yeah.
A lot of cool characters, man.
Yeah, it's the perfect time to make fun of them. Come on, Trey Parker, Matt Stone.
I was about to say it's by the South Park guys,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
so I love those guys. So yeah, that's where I'm from. I don't know what else I could say, but I'm a YouTuber. I do press. I interview celebrities. I love what I do. It doesn't always pay the bills, but but it does get me up in the morning with a smile on my face.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. That's the thing that I admire, and I hope I get to that level one day where you wake up and you just do what you want to do, where you're passionate about it. I think that's everybody's goal. You know?
Denzel Washington once said that sometimes you gotta do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do.
Exactly.
That's
and
what he said.
I think that's where I'm at right now. I know we talked about how right now I'm working 2 gigs, and maybe that's why I haven't been posting a lot, but that because I want to get there. I want to be able to about my personal life, just be okay. I'm fine with everything, so that way I can be myself and have that time to dedicate to this, which what I love.
Yes.
So
yes,
that's what I'm working on.
And I respect that about you, brother. You grinding it, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if I could put myself in your shoes. So, hats off to you. Hats off to you.
Really appreciate it, man.
So, yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. and how was your transition from like what age did you come over here to America?
I came here about 15 going 16.
15, 16?
Yeah, so, that's why when I first came to America, that was also my first time in the theaters ever. The first movie I saw in the theater was The Sixth Sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? Oh, man.
In Indonesia.
I didn't know that before. I didn't know that before.
Indonesia, I just watched VHS or DVDs or bootlegs.
You see the cam people, somebody's head, somebody's fro, like, man.
It's Asia, man. That's how they do it. So there was no chance for me to go to theaters. I also grew up in a conservative family. So when I came here, I was like, "Oh, freedom, America!"
So you soon realized
theaters. Woo! So The Sixth Sense was the first movie that I ever watched in theaters.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. What was the first movie that you watched in theaters?
I don't remember, but for some reason, I always say that movie Ants.
Ants. I love Ants.
I can remember watching in theaters.
Nicolas Cage.
Was it really good? I thought it was Martin Scorsese and Woody Allen and Stallone.
Sorry, I got the wrong movie then. Okay. Yeah. So Ants though, but I like that.
I think that's the first one I remember because that one was released a little bit before Phantom Menace. I remember seeing that in theaters.
So it's not A Bug's Life.
Not A Bug's Life.
Okay.
Yeah, because those 2 movies came out the same year.
Yeah.
Ants came out in October, Bug's Life in November.
Okay.
So it's like really like those same bug movies came out literally right there.
So that was your first movie that you saw in the theaters?
That I remember, yeah. Because there's other movies came out in the 90s that I'm like, man, I don't remember that if I saw that in theaters. But that's the first one I can remember.
But did you see Phantom Menace in the theaters?
I saw I remember that. It was a cool experience because I'd never experienced anything like that before. The first time I had to wait in line. Yeah. The line literally wrapped around the theater, and everybody was going crazy. Everybody was dressed up with their lightsabers. It was my first. That's why I kind of have the soft spot for Phantom Menace. Yeah. Because it was my first time, like a movie was an event for me. You know, and I was like, damn, like Star Wars. Even the movie sucked. Yeah. And I realize that now, Jar Jar Binks and all that stuff, and. Yeah, but
you still have that memory.
The experience was great. Yeah, the experience.
That's what you hold on to, brother.
Yeah, exactly. and that last fight scene with Darth Maul. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Other than that, the movie was like, I don't know, man. Pod racing was cool, but I just realized that every shot, if you go back to see it, it's literally going from left to right. Yes. You never see anything as a dun, 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 dun. Like it's weird. It's like why? Like that could have been so much better if you had cool, unique shots. It was cool, but it's like same left to right, left to right.
see, that's the thing. My theory is, and you can disagree with me if you disagree. That's fine. But folks like George Lucas or Peter Jackson, you notice that their earlier movies, earlier Star Wars movies, or Peter Jackson with their earliest Lord of the Rings, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But then, if they just dwell in that world and only in that world for a long time,
become stale.
Yeah, it becomes stale, and your storytelling quality goes downhill because you're not challenging yourself to other stories. Yeah. You're just hanging out in that realm, in that world. So that's what happens with The Hobbit. That's what happens with the prequels. That's my theories, I think.
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, with Sam Raimi.
Yeah, Sam Raimi and.
So I think that you, as a filmmaker, you need to challenge yourself. If you are filmmakers out there, mix things up. That's why Steven Spielberg is not just known for one genre. So
he's one of the top directors in my opinion. He's done it all.
He's done it all. He's done horror too. So yeah.
Jaws is one of my favorite films.
Oh.
I'm even wearing a shark.
Yes.
We were joking around like in honor of the Meg coming out this week. But Jaws. I mean, great white shark has always been my favorite animal. For some reason, that every time I see it, and
your favorite.
My favorite animal. Yeah, it's like it just calls to me. Like koala's up there though. Panda's up there. I love those animals, but I don't know, just something about the great white shark
that is interesting.
Attracts me to it.
Not a lot of people would say that.
So that's why when I saw Jaws, I remember seeing it pretty early on too. I saw it in theaters, and not sure. No, but I was fascinated because I was like, man, this big shark. You know, I'm also fascinated with the history of like the Megalodon, and that's why I'm kind of excited for the Meg.
Well, speaking of animals, I'm sorry to go off on a tangent here, but do you remember the movie Coco last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we saw Coco, right? And they had what's my spirit animal?
Yeah.
You know, like the spirit animal in the other
Also in
world.
Fight Club too. There's spirit animals. Not sure if you remember.
Oh yeah, there's the spirit animal.
Is a penguin.
Oh, so is spirit animal the same as favorite animal? I don't get the concept.
No, I think your favorite animal it's just personally
what do you like?
Yeah, but spirit animal, I think I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's like tests online or something, or just an animal that you think represents you. Because I mean, I don't think a shark represents me. You know? I think a sloth will represent me. Just lazy, slow.
So spirit animal means something that shares traits with you. Or
Yeah, I think
with
so.
You. Okay.
I think so.
I got you.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a guide because we don't. At least I don't believe in an animal guiding me.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I thought. So shark is not your spirit animal.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I'm not. You know, I don't really like blood. You know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't have a lot of teeth.
Do you swim as fast?
I hope so. If I ever encounter one.
If you see a shark,
if I see a shark, I hope I can outswim it. But I don't know about that one.
That's too funny, man.
That's too funny, man. Too. But we were talking about movies and stuff like that. So when you got here, did you know you wanted to do something in movies or something? Or
No. I've always been one of those people that just don't know what to do with their lives. I'm one of them. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor. They just, for some, they just know.
Yeah.
I want to grow up and be a lawyer. I was like, how do you know? I've always liked law. It's like, okay, you like law. So I'm one of those. I'm like, I don't know where I'm. So that's why I spent 9 years working as a college recruiter. My job was to get high school students to go to my college.
Yeah.
It was a private university that I worked for. And that took me 9 years because 9 years I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And the movies thing were just kind of like hobby. I got into blogging because of my friend. My friend started the blog for me because he noticed that I love movies and he's a graphic web designer. He's like, let me create a blog for you. So thanks to him for that, he created Rama Screen. So,
yeah.
I didn't even come up with a name. I know it sounds conceited, but that's his idea.
No, I think you're
That's totally his. So not until like 2010 where I kind of got the feel of like, oh, I like this, what I'm doing. Because that's when I started getting invited to press events.
Oh, wow, yeah.
To film festivals, to Comic Cons.
And who was the first studio that kind of invited you somewhere?
Disney.
Disney,
It was Tron Legacy. Yeah, so back then the pool of press is not as saturated as it is today.
Yeah.
Now there's just so many, so sometimes I couldn't even get into Disney events anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're getting more and more selective.
Yeah.
But back then it was so like, oh, you knock on the door, they let you in. You knock on the door. It was so much fun.
Now there's a line.
Yeah, there's a line.
And even if you get to the door, you might not get.
Exactly. They're like, let me see your stuff. Let me see your articles. So all these process. But but after that, 2010, I was like, oh, I'm liking this whole thing. And it started pulling me away from my 9-year day gig thing. So I was like, maybe I should just try to pursue this full time. We'll see where it goes. If not, I'll find something on the side as well. Who knows?
Yeah, and that's where YouTube kicked in. You started doing YouTube.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, YouTube keeps changing the game on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time when a lot of us are starting to get serious with YouTube. YouTube's like, let's change the algorithm.
Yeah, I was doing pretty good, man. I was doing pretty good. I made a few bucks, but as soon as I did, nope, they take that away from you. And
sucks.
Yeah, man.
So it's always a hard ladder climbing for you and me, for folks like us. It's not that much for Philip DeFranco or PewDiePie.
Yeah.
They're already up there. They're set. Whatever.
Or even douchebags like Logan Paul.
Yeah, I saw Logan Paul at Comic Con.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What the hell? He's apparently he's dating the girl from Agents of Shield.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the one who plays Sky. I forgot her name.
Chloe Bennett?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
What the hell?
So I saw him from afar, and I was whispering to the other fellow press, like, what's that douchebag doing there?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Oh, he's dating that girl. Oh, crap.
Still.
But you can tell he was all quiet though. You can tell he didn't want to engage anybody.
Yeah, no press.
Freaking Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul. Man.
So yeah, it's always grinding from folks like you and me.
Yeah,
And that's okay.
It's tough.
That's where we are.
But I think in the long run, it's gonna make us more stronger, man.
Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Yeah, like that saying, whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what? It is the struggle that we have encourage us to help each other out.
Exactly.
Right? We collaborate, and then we share each other's videos on our channels. I did that with Tyler recently. I did that, so I'm gonna do that with Anthony. I'm doing it with you here. So that's a good thing. We make friends because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
exactly.
That's the upside.
That's something I want to talk to you about too. Like, when did you start getting involved more in the YouTube community? Like, when you start trying to meet people, collab, and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think. I think you were probably the first.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I want to say because prior to your
you did Fellow Geeks before, right?
I've done Fellow Geeks.
Yeah.
I do have a friend who is a YouTuber, but he's a toy action review.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Dexter.
Yeah.
So not necessarily movie based.
Yeah.
So you're probably the first movie based Fellow Geeks that I did, and then of course, so prior to that, I was in my bubble.
Yeah.
I was in my bubble doing press junkets, interviews, Comic Con, so I didn't get to engage with fellow YouTubers. That was a big mistake. I should have done that a long time ago. But you're the first. And then I believe...
You're honored, man. I didn't know that.
For a movie reviewer, you are. And then I think, do you remember it was YouTube changed their algorithm, and it was a YouTube apocalypse, and then they took out monetization from the 1,000 subscribers or less, and it's all hashtagging.
Yeah.
Right? YouTubers supporting YouTubers.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's when I started finding out about other people that's within your family of YouTube. Other people's as well. It's like subscribe to each other. You subscribe to each other. Remember that? We helped each other. So that's when I started getting more engaged with other YouTubers. Yeah. Including the ones that you already know.
Yeah. And I think that's important too. I think that's one of the favorite things that I always say it, but it's so true. It's one of my favorite things doing YouTube. And I think we can. The reason why I want to talk about it is because if there's anybody watching right now that wants to get into YouTube, be a part of the community. Like, talk, comment, and there's a bunch of people that sub for sub. Or hey, check out my stuff. I mean, that's cool too, but I feel like if you're a part and you're invested in those people, your community, I think it's going to work out for you a little bit more. Yeah. Because for me, it's like I have my friends, and I talked about this a little bit in the Zach Pope Real Talk. That we have our friends and stuff, but maybe they're not really as into movies like us, like me and you. Like we're like nerds and geek out about stuff. So I think it was a nice place to be in, where I can just talk to anybody. And talk to them about my love of movies, and that's awesome. So it makes the whole process a little bit more. And then when you put out content, you're like, wait, I want to not impress these people, but I want them to come and see and enjoy the content as well. Kind of puts a good pressure on you. Kind of try to put out good content. So I think that's one things that if you're up and coming YouTuber, aspiring YouTuber, just be a part of the community.
Yeah. Don't go at it alone. That was my mistake. I think it's good to broaden your horizon and network, your network, because camaraderie in any field is important. I think that's my opinion.
Definitely. Yeah. And then Rama, I know again we talked about this in our podcast. Yes. But what are some of your favorite movies? Like what are some of your movies that I will always remember these movies. They're part of me, kind of like Dash and The Incredibles. This defines who I am,
Well, definitely not Watchmen. Just kidding.
I gotta again, man. Not again.
I gotta hit you again with that. Every time. This is
gonna be the last time you guys see Rama on my channel.
So, my favorite movies are Forrest Gump, Die Hard, Superman the movie with Christopher Reeve. Yeah. He's my only Superman.
Henry Cavill, who?
Henry Cavill, who's the British guy? The School of Rock. And Love Actually. Representing the rom-com genre.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool, diverse group of films right there, man.
Yeah. There's some horror, but the horror's like on the top 10. So, but those are the top 5.
Like, what kind of genre do you geek out about the most? Like, oh man, I can't wait. Like, if they do this movie great, like good, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, that's a hard question to answer because I geek out a lot about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people who be like, oh, I'm only horror or I'm only thriller. I'm like, whatever looks good.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm excited about. That's probably my answer to you. Yeah.
I think for me, like the thing that I get really excited for is I think even though the genre itself it might be kind of in the back, but I think nowadays if they do horror well, that really excites me because now I feel like there was a period of times like we just got like those jump scare kind of movies, you know, but then like something like The Conjuring came along,
yes,
and just really just brought us back to like, oh shit, like I'm scared. Like, you know, it's not just a thrilling moment, because thrillers are cool too, like psychological thrillers and stuff, they're cool too, but when something can scare you, kind of like Hereditary, kind of bring you to that place of like, you don't know what's going on, like that's cool. When they do that, I'm a big fan of that.
Yes. Yeah. I think, I totally agree with you. And you know what, to add to that, is that if the movie or the horror movie ends up not being scary, at least make it so bad that it's funny.
Exactly.
You know, like Truth or Dare.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's hilarious. You will laugh out loud.
Yeah.
I mean, Jared, our mutual colleague YouTuber, laughs out loud to you. so like Wish Upon is another example. Remember that?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's so bad, it's funny. Yeah. So if you can't get to the scary part, or if you're not clever enough to scare people, at least make it so bad it's funny.
Take the approach of Tommy Wiseau. The great Tommy Wiseau.
Because then they will be enjoyable at the very least, right?
You get something out of it.
Yeah, you get something, so your money's worth. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah, awesome. I'm right there with you, man. At least make the movie watchable.
Exactly.
I haven't seen it, but I heard the Snowman last year was just complete
Snowman's
shit.
terrible.
It's terrible.
Terrible. One of the worst movies of the
decade. Would you ever watch it again?
If you offered me $1 million, yes.
Not even $1,000. Not even $1 million.
For me to sit through that torture session. Yes.
Yeah. So, and I was debating about it because the trailers look kind of cool. It looked like a mystery thriller. Michael Fassbender. I love Michael Fassbender. Who's the female in that?
Rebecca Ferguson from Mission
great.
Impossible.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. She's great.
And there's J.K. Simmons in it.
See, like overall great cast, and like I just heard nothing but bad things about the movie.
It was so incoherent.
Yeah.
You get jumbled up from one scene to the next. It's like bad editing work and just like it's poorly structured. You don't get what the movie's trying to do.
Yeah.
It's just bad. It's bad.
Right, I'm going to throw a curveball at you, Rama.
Yeah.
What is your top... If you could give me 5, what is your top 5 favorite movies of the year so far?
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
I want to say Hereditary. Yeah, I would watch Hereditary again.
Yeah, me too. I really want to watch it again.
Infinity War.
Yes.
Black Panther. That's another Marvel movie. two Marvel movies right there.
Ant-Man. Captain Marvel.
Mission Impossible Fallout.
I haven't seen the last 3.
So good.
Ghost Protocol, right?
Ghost Protocol was
Recon
great.
or Rogue Nation.
Yeah.
See, I want to see them on order. I don't want to see just Fallout.
Yeah.
You know? So I have to see them. Before I see Fallout. I definitely want to watch it in theaters.
Fallout was amazing.
Alright, cool.
And then probably the 5th one to go away from the action stuff. I want to say the Joaquin Phoenix movie that we watched together. You watched it too. When he was.
You were never really here.
You were never really here.
Thank you.
I love that.
That's also my top 5.
It was so good.
It was so great.
You don't get to see the violence, but it's you don't get disappointed for not seeing it.
You get to see a little bit of it,
but
not like I get you. It's not full on like torture porn. You know?
Yeah. It's like every time that happens, it's like, and then you see the aftermath.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's still so. It gets you. It gets you. I liked it.
So now, what are your top 3 least favorite movies of the year?
Oh, I gotta think of this because I don't have the list in my head. Yeah. Worst movies. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think of 2.
I'm sure
50
there's
Shades Freed.
Truth or Dare. Yeah. 50 Shades.
Insidious Last Key. I remember I saw that.
Yes.
I did not enjoy it.
Which one is that? I'm sorry.
The Last Key.
The Last Key. Yes.
I didn't really enjoy that.
That wasn't good. So 50 Shades Freed. Oh, did you see that?
Unfortunately, yes.
Did the part where he played the piano and then like, the other character's like, I didn't know he played piano.
It's like shit rat face. Like, Jesus.
He played a Beatles song too. I was like, what?
I think the best part, I think I told this to someone, the best part about the movie is that at least you get to see Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, that's all it is.
She's alright, you know?
50 Shades, free me from this movie, please. That's what it's all.
But those of you who don't know, this is exclusive from the Real Talk. It's getting a sequel, 50 Shades Rama.
Yes!
50 Shades Rama.
10 times more erotic.
Oh, Jesus. It's going to be NC-17 now.
NC-18. That's
a whole different side of Rama, literally, that you have not seen before.
And it's live stream.
Taking it up a notch. Jesus.
So that's pretty much it. I can remember right now. I mean, I saw a terrible movie yesterday, Slender Man.
Oh, you saw it? It was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Man. You see, I was hoping that's cool because I really love the mythology of the Slender Man character.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool, interesting, but man, I think there was one with Jessica Biel not too long. Like a Slender Man movie. Not too sure. I don't know if it was her.
Okay.
But this one's horrible.
Oh, okay. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one's horrible. Yeah.
Oh, man.
How's the Jessica Biel one?
I haven't seen it.
Okay. There's one?
But I knew there was one with her, I think.
Really? It's called Slender Man.
I think so, or something along those lines, but it had to do with Slender Man.
Okay, I gotta look this up. I'm curious now.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Hopefully it's better than this.
It's the same girl, Joey King from Wish Upon.
King.
I feel sorry for her.
She can't get a break, man.
I know.
I'm trying to remember. I think I seen her in something else. I was like, you know what? She's pretty cool. She's a pretty good actress.
She was in that movie with directed by Sam Raimi, the hot air balloon Wizard of Oz with James Franco.
Oh, she was in that?
Yeah, she was in that one. Remember with Michelle Williams and
Rachel
Weisz. Yeah, she played the kid that on the yellow brick road.
Yeah.
But man, she needs some good gigs because she's suffering.
That sucks too. A lot of people like the guy who was in Upgrade.
Logan
Marshall Green,
Logan
right?
Marshall.
Yeah,
he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's a pretty good actor, but he's just been given not so good of roles.
Upgrade was good. I don't know if you like Upgrade.
I haven't seen it, but I heard nothing but great. Like, it was a cool, solid action film.
Yeah, but the thing is, I agree with you. The fact that once in a while he will get Upgrade.
Yeah.
But for a long time he was like, where is he?
Yeah.
He's doing all this small stuff, and part of it is also because people thought he looked kind of like Tom Hardy.
Oh, yeah. It's like Tyler, our fellow friend, he said it's a poor man's version of Tom Hardy. Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry for the guy. It's like, no, Logan's his own guy.
Yeah.
Man. But maybe he has that typecast on him. It's like people would like see him as, the
little brother of Tom Hardy or something.
It's like, give Logan a break. Yeah. He's not Tom Hardy. Maybe he should walk around with a sign that says, not Tom Hardy.
That would be great. That would be so good.
Like a Scarlet Letter kind of thing.
Yeah, Scarlet Letter. Damn. That would be awesome. If he ever does that would be
like,
sweet.
Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan with not Javier Bardem.
Oh, yeah, not Javier Bardem. Or vice versa.
Jesse Plemons, not Matt Damon.
Not Matt Damon. I didn't realize that, though, until you brought that up a little bit earlier. He's like, he looks like Matt Damon. You know what? You're right. He looks like Matt Damon. Gosh damn it. Freaking Jesse Plemons. Hopefully he doesn't get typecast as well. I think he's branching out. I think he's trying to branch out.
Yeah, and I'm glad he's doing more comedies too.
Yeah.
He got it.
He nails it.
He's got it, yeah.
He nails it.
Yeah, he captures that creepy uncle kind of, that role.
From Game Night. He was so good in Game Night.
Love it.
But speaking of, I know we were talking about Tom Hardy.
Yes.
And obviously he's going to be in Venom this year. Do you have any top anticipated films? Because for me, it's like First Man.
For the rest of the year?
Yeah.
The rest of the
year. Like for me, it's First Man. I can't wait for that. Damien Chazelle.
Neil Armstrong, right?
Neil Armstrong. That it's based on the book. What else? I'm completely blanking. But that's one of my most anticipated films.
I'm not too psyched about Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not not on my list, unfortunately. So I mean, we're getting into Oscar season 2 in the fall, so we gotta. First Man has gotta be like an award thing, yeah. Yeah, definitely. So not sure. I mean, you know what? I just remembered. This might come off kind of stupid, but I'm actually looking forward to Happy Time Murders.
Oh man, I remember covering, and for some reason that I did a video covering it. It was the first image that came out, and I covered it on the channel back when I was doing movie news. And for some reason, that one skyrocketed. It has like, in my channel at least, it has like almost 2,000 views. I'm like, God damn, like, so there's interest in this movie.
Yeah.
And when I first heard the premise, I was like, sign me up. You know, Melissa McCarthy, I'm a fan of hers. They kind of try to throw her in our face a little bit, but I was like, you know what, I still like her. So that trailer, man, was so hilarious. I didn't want to see it, but I think when Zach and Cody were here for the Schmodown, they showed me it, and I was dying. It was so that ending, man. Like, Jesus, they're gonna get away with it with puppets, you know, Jim Henson type stuff, man.
Yeah, because it's been a while since we had that feeling from Team America, World Police.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are hand puppets, you know, with strings.
Yeah.
So I was like, when are we gonna get another? Now there's Muppets, Happy Time Murders. So I'm like, I'm in.
Sign me up.
Yeah, sign me up. R-rated comedy with Muppets.
Yeah.
Gosh, the trailer was hilarious, in my opinion. So you gotta have that trashy sense of humor in order to like it. Yeah. I do. You gotta like South Park, I think, in order to like Happy Time Murders. Amazing, right? I think the movie's trying to tap into that audience. Yeah. So
there's definitely a hunger for it. There's definitely a space for it.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you don't like South Park brand of humor, I don't think you will like Happy Time Murders. Yeah. I think
I'll come out like, man, this is too cheesy or too raunchy or something.
Yeah, dude. So, but hopefully, my hope, because that's the only thing I can remember right now for most anticipated. Hopefully, there's more than just one sex joke after another. Yeah. You know, there's got to be more than that. I hope there's some kind of a political satire to the story. Whatever it is, there's got to be some meat to it. And that's what I'm hoping.
Definitely, I hope there is too. And even if it's not too much that. Even if there's just good jokes, it's a good time. Yeah. Then I'm pretty sure we'll get our money's worth there. Exactly. But completely changing the subject real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on this. But
what's up?
I remember that we were going to talk about the whole James Gunn situation.
Oh yeah,
about him being fired from Guardians 3 because of some tweets that he tweeted like about a decade ago. Yeah. So I think we talked about it a little bit before, but like, where do you stand on that, Rama? Like,
well, that's complicated though. Like, you know, on one hand, Disney, you know, because Disney owns Marvel Studios, so we say Disney. Disney, they are a private company, so it's not a public utility, not a public library, it's not a government entity. So, private company can do whatever they want. Yeah, and they can set their own rules. So that's why with the Alex Jones things, I can understand YouTube's position because Disney, just like YouTube, they probably have their own community guidelines. You know, like if you sign on,
YouTube's part of Google, and then Google part of
so Disney probably has their own creed. Yeah, it's like if you want to be part of us, then you got to follow this. Yeah, right. So, and so if they see James Gunn doesn't fit to that standard, then they have the right to let him go. So I totally get that. And on one hand, on the other hand, Disney should have known who they hired. I mean, James Gunn came from an R-rated background. Yeah. Slither, Super. He made those hilarious PG-13 porn short films for Funny or Die. Yeah. So his sense of humor was raunchy.
A very unique sense of humor.
Exactly. May not be funny to everybody. I certainly don't find his tweets funny. Oh no. But yeah, exactly. But apparently he does. But that's what that's where he came from. Yeah. Now that was a decade ago. He said he's a changed man. Yeah. So that's the other side of the spectrum. Like, dude, he's changed now. Yeah. Yeah. He's a family man now, and he made Disney so much money. Yeah. So much money.
He took a property that even when they first announced it in that Comic-Con where they did Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, I kind of had a familiar thing about it, but I was like, you know what, let me look into this a little bit more. Yeah. So he took a property that, you know, maybe another director could have made it work, but he made it work so well. And now it's one of my favorite movies, probably top 20, top 25. You know, it's great. And continue on.
Oh no, I was gonna say too. No, I agree with you. Because when it was announced at Comic-Con, everybody's like talking raccoon.
Yeah, and the tree too. Like, what the heck?
How's it gonna fly? You know, like, but he made it work. Yeah. He made them so much money. Mm-hmm. So, and also, you know, back to what I said earlier, they should have known who they hired. Yeah. If you remembered, in the first movie, Chris Pratt's character Star-Lord made a joke about Jackson Pollock.
Oh yeah.
Remember, it's
It'd
like
be like a Jackson. He brought a.
If you brought a
some
semen
kind of-
light,
Yeah.
it'd be like a Jackson
Pollock
Pollock.
thing.
So hello,
Yeah.
that's a sex joke. That's not a that's a sex joke in a family adventure movie.
Yeah.
So that got by, like that got away with it.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's a bit hypocritical on the Disney side for like, but at the same time, yes, we don't condone those tweets. Those tweets were horrible.
Yeah.
None of us find it funny. I think, James, you are just a terrible jokester. You should leave the jokes to comedians who actually know how to do jokes.
Yeah.
It's a very conflicting issue. I think they should rehire him? Yes, they should, but they won't.
Yeah.
And I understand why they won't. They have this family friendly as their brand,
Yeah.
and they have to protect that brand. Because if they rehire James Gunn, what message or signal would they send out to the mommy bloggers, or the daddy bloggers, or
Exactly.
or the families that go to see Christopher Robin? What message does that send out if they rehire James Gunn? So I totally get it. If I'm a business owner, I want to protect Rama Screen brand. I don't want anybody to mess with it.
Yeah, but those tweets last time, Rama.
Rama Screen brand is R-rated, by the way.
Not family friendly.
Not family friendly. So that's my stance on this. The recent development was Dave Bautista threatens to leave.
Yeah, the
Volume
project.
3. We don't know what penalty he would have to pay to get out of his contract. So it's interesting to find out. I understand his camaraderie.
Yeah.
He's a staunch, big supporter of James Gunn. So I don't blame him for being angry about the situation. So it's like, I think there's plenty of blame to go around, in my opinion. I'm sorry, I keep rambling. What do you think?
No. I wanted to get your full thoughts on it. My sort of take on it is that, I'm a big believer in kind of being who you are, but obviously there's also this thing going on. Oh well, if you support James Gunn, you support his jokes. And it's like, no, I don't think so. Like, we're kind of just supporting the fact that he did those tweets and they were horrible tweets. I mean, I would never tweet anything like that or even joke about something like that. But I'm a big fan of people can change. We're all human beings. We all make mistakes, and we learn from them. That's all we can do: learn and move on and move forward, become a better person. And I think that's something that should be celebrated, especially now in this atmosphere of like, everything that's going on in Hollywood. Harvey Weinstein, all that stuff. Obviously that's a completely different subject. I'm not saying they can change. We can accept them. That they hopefully, I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but when it's something like this and people try to change, I feel like that's James Gunn said in his apology that I realized that a long time ago and I try to change. But I'm 100% with you. I don't think they will rehire him at all because Disney is that type of company. We want to protect our opinion. But I heard somewhere that it was because someone it became a political issue where someone from the left, I think, or from the right or
from
something,
the right,
they were kind of upset that James Gunn was from
talking
Disney,
trash about Trump.
talking trash about Trump, and so they did digging and they found these tweets and they kind of brought it up to the attention. And,
exactly.
And I think Disney was also Bob Iger and the other gentleman, I forget his name. They were trying to protect that political side of him because I think there's even rumors of Bob Iger running for president sometime in the near future, so they don't want to have bad blood with So that's why they did all that. But yeah, I'm a big fan of James Gunn. Obviously, not his tweets, obviously, and I'm bummed out about it because the first two, it'd been nice to see him complete the trilogy, But I don't think that's gonna happen. And like we were talking about earlier, it's gonna be kind of awkward for the next director to come in and trying to become a part of that family, And it's just a tough, overall, unfortunate situation. But it's just, like you said, if you had people working for you and you find out, they have a poor taste, sense of humor or something, you wouldn't want that to represent Rama Screen, So,
but but you're right, because Dave Bautista tweeted, he's tweeted a lot since James Gunn got fired.
Yeah.
He tweeted recently, like, you know what, I don't want to work for a company that fired somebody because of something that got dug up by crazy Nazis, something to that effect. So, but you're right. The alt-right group, outed James Gunn or dug up his old stuff because he was outspoken against Trump. So that we're in that era now, unfortunately, where people's livelihood could be on the line because of their political views. It's a very, very complex issue. That's for another topic for another time. But at the same time as well, it also got me wondering, like, so is Disney in their hiring process from now on. When,
That's what I was gonna get to too.
Exactly, when filmmakers pitch their vision, it's like, oh, we don't need to see your pitch. We need to see your tweets from a decade
exactly.
ago.
Are they going to do that too to their remaining employees?
Yeah.
You know, the other directors who like maybe had a bad taste, sense of humor. Like, so if you implement that once, are you going to do it company wide, or is there something now when you become you get hired? Is they going to do that now? It's like,
are they? I mean, so they only hire saints?
Yeah.
How many saints are there?
that's what I'm saying. Like, that was my point. That we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all we try to change. And
is that part of the hiring process now? Is like a requirement to show your social media as part of your resume? I just don't know where this is gonna lead.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the question we're in right now. How intrusive will the hiring process will be for Disney specifically?
Yeah.
So it's sad, man, because I really like James Gunn's vision for. I wasn't really crazy about the Volume 2. I want to say it was not as great as Volume 1, but I'm really curious about Volume 3. I think he is the filmmaker. This is his stuff, and then we talked earlier when we had breakfast earlier this morning that it's gonna be really awkward for the new filmmaker that they're gonna hire into Volume 3, because James Gunn and the cast of GOTG, they're like family. They're so tight. You know,
been to 2 films already together.
Yeah, it's not like Solo where it's like halfway through you get in Ron Howard, you know, because it's not even like a full movie yet. But this is like 2 full movies. They go to park together, they eat together. They probably their children's probably hang out together. Yeah. So it's gonna be tough. The whoever the newbie will be. I think it's like the classmate's gonna haze him or like gonna like diss him. I don't know.
Do you think other stars will follow in his position, or do you think it's just Dave?
Oh, what do you mean? They want this. Oh, the co-stars.
Yeah, you think like maybe like Chris Pratt or something?
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody told me that Chris Pratt is a religious guy, so apparently he tweeted some Bible verses lately. I don't know why. So I'm not sure how confrontational Chris Pratt is. I'm not sure about Zoe Saldana either. I think Dave Bautista is. That's his personality, man. He's a fighter.
That's what I was gonna say. Like he's
a wrestler
from that background of WWE and being a wrestler, and he was even in MMA for a little bit. So not saying he's not a professional, but it's just like these guys, other people, there are movie stars. They understand that maybe they could be a part of something that falls apart or something, but they have to be professional about it. Yeah. You know. So that's why I think they waited to do that joint statement. And I think as far as like Chris Pratt or Zoe Saldana, I think they'll stay on even though James might not return. I think it's like 90% sure that he's not going to return, man.
Dave Bautista?
James Gunn.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to return. Yeah, but Dave, I want to say right now, percentage-wise, I want to say 65.
Yeah.
He probably try to get out of his contract if Disney doesn't, use James Gunn's script.
Is that still up in the air that they're going to use his script, or did he even finish it? Is there anything about that?
Not sure what the update is. I know the filming was supposed to start this fall in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
So I'm guessing the script's already gone far, as far as what he wrote. So yeah, if I want to say Dave Bautista is really serious, man. I want to say I don't know who's gonna replace him though. You gotta find another WWE,
another bald buff guy, maybe Ben Diesel or something.
Oh, you get Goldberg back.
Goldberg. Who else? Steve Austin.
So yeah, but you're right. You got a good point. I think Chris Pratt and all the other guys, they know the business.
Yeah.
Not to say that Dave Bautista doesn't know the business, but Dave comes from that background where like, hey, you got to stick with your friend no matter what.
Exactly.
You got to stand up for your friends. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna wrestle you. If you mess with him. So I think that's where he came from.
He's gonna go wrestle Bob Iger. I challenge you to a match, man.
The pile driver.
I don't think Bob Iger has a chance, man.
Stunner.
His move was.
What was his move?
Batista bomb.
Batista bomb.
Batista bomb through a chair. The only thing left is the table have a face of Mickey. Yeah. And he breaks out in half.
Oh boy! Congratulations! Did you see that South Park episode where Mickey Mouse and the Jonas Brothers? Yeah. Can you imagine with that Mickey Mouse versus Dave Bautista?
Yeah,
it's like, no work for me. No, I'm not gonna work for you. They just on fire.
Yeah, that's great, man. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they work out something. I mean, in a perfect world for me, they'll hire him back and he'll finish Guardians, and then that's gonna be the it of that relationship. But realistically, I don't think James is gonna return, and
He's gonna be okay though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so. I think he'll find other work.
He'll be back to R-rated stuff again.
And yeah, that's exactly too, because James is a very unique director, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do after his success with Guardians and kind of getting back to his roots. You know? Yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
And it's not like they're taking away his the money that he made through those movies. So he's fine financially, and he can just start other projects. Yeah, that's fine. He's got a lot of supporters too on his side. Yeah, so
he'll be fine.
Exactly.
So it's just a series of unfortunate events and stuff, but yeah, man, I think that's gonna have to do it today. I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about your sex life and all that stuff, but but we are trying to be represented by Disney, so
yep, exactly.
Try to keep it G here.
And I'm not on Viagra.
What is that, man? No, but Rama, thank you again so much for being on here, taking the time.
All right, thank you.
All right, so now let's get started for the Patreons. So you're gonna see an arm wrestling match. But yeah, thanks again for making the time, driving all the way over here, man. You're one of my favorite YouTubers, and I'm glad I could call you my friend too.
You are my friend.
So it was great. Hopefully I can have you back on the show. I'm pretty sure we can do other collabs as well. So be on the lookout. And again, like I always say, guys, when Rama's here on the channel, make sure to check his stuff out. Rama Screen on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have all his links in the description below. Make sure to follow him. He does movie reviews. He kind of sucks at unboxing, but he's trying to get better. He does interviews. He goes to these big Comic-Con conventions too. So he does it all. And he's one of the best out there doing it today. So make sure to check out his channel. And yeah, guys, if you have anything else?
Oh, if you can support me, please go to patreon.com/ramascreen. There's lots of gifts for you guys there, so sign up for all the tiers.
Yeah, you'll be supporting something you guys like and getting some stuff as well in return. So yeah, guys, we'll go to my little exit video right now. Alright guys, so that was it. That was the video with me and Rama from Rama Screen. Again, all his links to his channel, his social media are going to be in the description down below. Make sure to go subscribe to him. He's an awesome YouTuber, one of my favorites, and one of the best doing it today. And also guys, if you guys want to follow me outside of YouTube, you guys can at The Real Talk, talk with 2Ks on Instagram and Twitter. You guys can also find me on Stardust, just at The Real Talk. Until next time, I'll see you at the movies. Later guys. Communication.